Hello. Hopefully all the sound and everything is good levels. But yeah, welcome in. I'm Brad Vodnik, and this is another one of my streams. I'm gonna try to ramp up more streams throughout the weeks. Not next week because I'll be dog sitting, so I'll do a stream on Sunday. That'll be it for next week. But I will be working on commissions and other art and other projects in the process. So I'll still be around on social media and whatnot. And yeah, so today I'm going to be working on my first Kofi Commission or Coffee Commission. Not sure how you pronounce it, but yeah, it's for Foxander, who is a regular here and raids in, and also does a lot of fun art and plays very chill music in his streams. And yeah, we're going to be working on a sort of crafty, handmade looking animated PNG tuber. It's going to be a bit of a short stream because I do have to be up early tomorrow. So no going till 3 a.m. So probably just maybe going until 1 at the latest. But yeah, let's jump over to Blender and I can show you how things are going to go. Here we go. And let's split this so you can see an image editor. Yeah, in fact, I actually kind of forgot that about the Little Big Planet soundtrack because, yeah, I guess for some reason I always default to the Ilo Milo soundtrack. When I think of like the style, yeah, I was actually like I have him like lurk in Foxander streams and he'll play the music. So let's see. Gotta get my ref images up. So yeah, so for the commission, here is the concept that Foxander gave me. So you can see, his their character design, their color palette, some of their, designs and patterns, and kind of a general idea what it could look like. And yeah, so I got some references for things I could do in terms of the shape and whatnot. And if you do remember my Ilo Milo PNG tuber models that I made in Boomba, it'll be kind of the same idea. So you guys went on Pinterest finding different kinds of handcrafted creatures. So I like the look of this, kind of getting an idea of where seams would go, how the ears are handled. This one's a bit more felt. So that's a way we could go for the model, or even just parts of the model. And this is kind of like probably the main reference I'll be using because you can have like the seams and whatnot for a very fox head shape. I do like how it has a little eyebrows, so I'll probably implement some kind of eyebrows. And then I saw this one, and it has the, I really like this kind of style of kind of like line work for texture on fur. So I think I might try to see about implementing that somewhere. It's got kind of the layered felt. Oh, Fairy and Knight, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just going to be working on a kind of handmade looking model tonight. And yeah, so this is the idea. So since it is going to be a shorter stream, I'm just going to do, let's see me around Game Grotto community. But yeah, thanks for dropping in and thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's always fun, hanging out in Donna and Meg's streams and your community. Mm-hmm. Um, yeah. Well, hey, Kilowatt Dog, how's it going? Yeah, so I'll be modeling, like a little Foxander, a little handmade one. Yeah, so there's gonna be like the jacket. So I think the starting point will be just blocking things out. Get an idea. So I already know that the head and the body are going to be two different shapes. When I did the Ilo Milo one, the arms and the legs were also little different shapes. Yeah. So just get some basic stuff in subsurface. Well, yeah, definitely, he has stuff to take care of. Hopefully it all goes well. And yeah, have a good one. Yeah, hopefully your modeling goes well, Kilowatt Dog. Oh, hey, Saw, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Should probably just subbed it. One thing I found I like to do now is I'll do a two sphere command to just learn that exists, so I can just take whatever subdivision of a kind of a shape and then turn it into a sphere. Oh, nice. Okay. I didn't join this time, but hopefully next time I'll be able to jump in. Okay, yeah, sounds good, Kilo. That's a lot. That's a lot of work. I do commend you on being able to, you know, power through all that and find all the good bits. Yeah, this is going to be a PNG tuber like the Ilo Milo one I did. Don't think I've got it ready to go in any of my let's see. Okay, yeah, you can see it here. Yeah, it seems that the move transition animation stuff I had set up isn't currently functioning. You can see there's the two different ones. Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be like the either animated GIFs or APNGs. But yeah, so it's got like the handmade look. Maybe I'll group these up. Group. And then I can just scale up the group so you can kind of see it bigger. Yeah, so it's got like fairly clean transparency and everything. It's got a little bit of a rim light. But you can see like it's got the little handmade effect with like using normal maps and just it's got a little particle system, so there's little stray hairs in there and whatnot. But yeah, so that's the idea here. I'm going to try a few things that'll be different because I do want to just kind of make things better each time. But I do want to keep the kind of general idea same. Like, but for the time being, like, kind of the main focus I have with this is going to be, like, tonight is going to be the blockout. So I'm not really going to be too worried about how the end result's going to be, because I'm kind of just feeling out the general shape. Because I will be making a lot of adjustments. Going to feel out the shapes, figure out where I'm going to have seams. One nice thing about normally when people I think make handmade, like if you're sewing handmade, like guys like this, what you end up having a lot of times is you're kind of designing it around and making squares, or cubes rather, and then you kind of just use stuffing and kind of add things on to kind of fill in the rest of it. So you like, I'm not digging the kind of snout thing I've got here, so I'm gonna remove that. Yeah, so like the mouth I'm gonna have it be as a separate shape. The ears I'm kind of debating because I've got these references here, and a lot of the ears on these seem to be kind of sewn on. Oh, hey Denchi, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just gonna be making a little handmade guy. So you can see like there's normally kind of like this bridge of the eye to the bridge of the nose. Ends up being sewn a bit here. I don't know if I'll go that route compared to the like this reference where kind of you still kind of do the eye bridge, so I might still do that. Oh yeah, hey form. Yeah, I thank you for the save. Yeah, I'll need to update that so I've got the link to the commissions. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. And thank you for the blanket quickly. Yeah, like at first I've seen other people have the save redeem. And I'm like, I don't need that. Like, why would you need that? And then the first stream I did, I think I went 3 hours without saving. And I'm like, oh, I guess I need one. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so there's gonna be some fun stuff I'm gonna do with this in terms of experimenting. I got a new tool inside of Blender. Oh yeah, Kilo, I've had something. It actually happened on a stream. It was during when I was making the Dawn and Meg low poly models. I was texturing, and I forgot that I needed to save out the files because sometimes Blender bugs out if you just have it built into the document. And yeah, there's like a thing where Blender is glitching out for some reason. So I restarted Blender, and my textures were all gone. So I had to, just it became a longer stream and I had to redo it. I'm gonna keep the feet separate. And sometimes all I need for the feet on this is a subsurf modifier. Maybe one loop. But I can kind of set that up. Why is this? There we go. Yeah. Hey Val, how's it going? Here, the progress on your stuff's looking really good too. That's true. The Yeah, I'll need to go through. I mean, I'm going to be redoing my stream setup, I think, sometime in the near future, because I'm going to be switching computers. So I can use that as an opportunity to find a better way to get video game, like game streams versus redeems versus normal redeems going. Probably the easiest thing would be to do is like if I could do a disable all redeems button, and then just have different decks that enable different ones. Yeah, so this is gonna be yeah, it's gonna be like hold on, I've got the scene. Yeah, so it's this one. Something's working. Hold on. One moment. Let's see. You can kind of see how it was working, but you get the idea what I was using here. Do I have that one maybe? Nope. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit broken. Yeah, so this is the one I was using. You can see that I've got the two different states. But yeah, so this is just a like animated PNG tuber, or in this case, it's actually what you're seeing now is the test I was doing to get it just working in OBS without any additional tools. So it's essentially just two slideshows that are set to random. So it just randomizes the frames, or you can also just run it consecutively. So it kind of loops. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's broken right now because I updated stuff, but yeah. So that's the plan here. I do want to level it up compared to that though, because that was specifically an Ilo Milo style, and I will be doing. I want this to be more like just handmade. I know like Foxander likes Tearaway and Little Big Planet. So I'm gonna probably go steer more towards the media molecule kind of look for the craftiness. So I'll probably go for more like textiles than would be like felt. So I'm gonna keep these straight for now. Now in Foxander's reference, there's no tail on this guy, but there is one on the main ref. I think it would be a lot of fun to make some sort of tail that would come out the back. It'd be visible because I normally do, in the PNG tubers, I like to have them kind of be more like a 45-degree angle. That way, like, because they're going to be at the sides of the screens generally. And then like for the idle animations, it's kind of fun to have them, turn towards the camera more to talk. Okay. Now the other thing is when I did the ears on mine, I did it I actually kind of took a cue from handmade objects, which is to kind of just do like a pinch on a flat fabric. Yeah, so let's get a subdivision. Yeah, so generally I just did like a fold. I think I might need one more. Of course, a fox's ear is going to be a different shape than a bear's, a different size. Yeah, so this would come in shorter and kind of pinch into the general shape. And then the back of the ear would come in more. And then I had a solidify. And then I add a subsurf. Make sure I get a bit of a point. This is probably my favorite song from Little Big Planet. Volver comenzar. I do not have a Spanish accent to do justice to pronouncing that. But I believe it's one of the, like the nighttime Spain. areas in the game. You get the idea with this. So the idea would be like a texture like the edge of this shape to kind of be maybe felt or some kind of fabric, like a thicker fabric. Yeah, so I'm kind of debating doing it this way or do like a chunky kind of like triangle that's attached. But I do like the idea that I could do stitching. And this needs... Yeah. So the funny thing is, this is probably one of the first times I've actually heard a song I heard in a video game on the radio. Because there's one channel that I listened to on NPR before college classes called Morning Becomes Eclectic on NPR. And yeah, they played this song. I'm like, oh, hey, I know that one. I should probably see if they have Morning Becomes Eclectic on Google. That'd probably be good background music for streams. Yeah, so this isn't a very Foxander shape, or it doesn't seem to kind of vibe with the thing with the intended look. We can keep it there for portions. Maybe if I make it thicker. Maybe. We'll see. I might just do the flat plane and theme. Not that one. More like that one, probably. So I'll just do the thick plane, and then I'll do the scene stitching. Yeah, this is Cafe Takuba. It's really good. Yes, in fact, let's simplify this right now. We can probably sculpt in a little bit of a pinching later. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely my favorite song on the soundtrack. Good point. Make the ears a bit more happy for the time being. Well, hey Esper, how's it going? Yeah, we are working on my first Kofi Commission for Foxander, and it's going to be a little handmade animated PNG tuber. So right now I'm blocking out proportions, and then I'll probably do final finish the modeling and texturing next time, which will be tomorrow. And then, see. Yeah, and then I think on Thursday I'll see if I can finish it. If all goes well, that is. But yeah, so right now I'm just blocking out the proportions because then I can get a better idea of where I want to, model fabric seams. Make sure I got the proportions the way I want. See if I, like want to add a tail, and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I hope you're having a good night. Okay, so that's good. This is another idea I had. Is I'm not sure how a seam here will look. So one option is I can do kind of a tuck seam. So what's a good way to kind of describe this? So, there's different kinds of ways to do seams. And generally you'd have your normal seam, which should be like this. If I add a subsurf. And this is kind of sort of like a tuck seam here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it'll be my first actual public commission, like ever, because generally any other commission I've done was just, people like personally approaching me, see if I could do stuff. Yeah, so, because I never felt like I could, really, I guess, make things in a good, like consistently at a good amount of time. So, but I think, after like last year of getting a lot of models done, I feel a bit better about that. Yeah, but yeah, finally getting to it. So hopefully it goes well. Okay, but yeah, so a tuck seam. So this is kind of like what you would have for a normal seam. It's kind of like a channel, and then you have your stitching. But the other thing you can do is basically take these and pinch them more. And it's a small difference, but you wouldn't have really any stitching visible. And it kind of makes it more like less, I guess kind of less, I guess it's less visible. So I think that might be something that'd be good for this section here. The other alternative that could be fun to do is to have this side of the head be all kind of like one piece of fabric. And then the nose bridge would be a stitch, and then the nose bridge here through the forehead would be a stitch. Then we'd have the other half of the face. Then we would have, like normal contours like we would have on here, You kind of like follow the similar lines. So then like the side of the bangs would be here. Then it would overlap. So yeah, that's an idea. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, so those are things we're going to be considering while I'm just doing the block out, is getting for the additional details. I'm just kind of keeping, this is the block out, so I'm keeping the polygon, like poly counts fairly low. The audio balancing on these songs are not the best. Yeah, so we're gonna do like the button eyes. Not like clothing button eyes, or like what's the word? They're kind of like the glossy button eyes. That makes sense. So they're the kind that have the kind of like rounded bit at the top. Hello, this is Psychosis. At least again. Yeah, no worries. It's all good. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you for the blanket. And the small refresher from having the blanket on. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so let's just add some edge loops, like control loops. And in fact, let's just delete this, and then let's do a grid fill. And now if we subsurf, and just move this, oops. Yeah, so I'll have like a button, more like this, more spherical, of course, but at the moment it's a little bit Funko Poppy, but as we develop it more, it'll get a bit more charming, I think. And I'll be able to do some sculpting to press in the face a bit. The nose. Yeah. Anybody doing anything exciting this week? Now he's got the sharper edges, which generally comes from the edges of the snout. Oh, nice. Hope the move goes well. Nope, just prepping for the move goes well too, actually. I know there's often be a lot of the stuff to move. So these eyes need to be smaller, further apart, less, you know, moving outward. Yeah. I mean, long trips can be fun depending on where you're going, you know? Granted, I think my favorite drives are going through the desert. So I think, yeah, here I've got two choices from an animation perspective. I could do the nose and the mouth as all one big kind of snout that has replacement shapes for the mouth talking. And the other option is to do what I did with my other one, which is a little kind of more, almost like a felt texture mouth shape that just sticks kind of underneath pre-existing more 3D nose. Yeah. But yeah, if you ever have the chance to drive through the desert, I think my favorite desert to drive through is New Mexico. At least I think. Okay, so in the morning, actually, just in general, I think I prefer driving through New Mexico's desert. Just a lot more colorful, very pretty. But Arizona's pretty good too, in spots, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'll probably do like sculpt more of the base. Let's get a shape so we can block out this little hair bit. Yeah, like hopefully it gives off the Little Big Planet vibes, because that is the that is the hope. This. And there will be some retopology to be done. So let's see. Well, the easiest way for me to do this would be actually the easiest way would probably just be to well, let's see actually. I don't want to make this work. So I could do this, but then I get some, just weird edges. Well, thank you for the stretch and the save. Let's save this. So for the time being, this is going to be a solidify until I kind of figure out how I want to split things up. And I'll probably do it like that, and that. I'm going to want a tighter. One of the things that sold me on Blender was actually this knife tool. Because if you ever use 3ds Max, and especially Maya, for the longest time it did not have a way to just cut. It'd have n-gons. But n-gons are just very, very nice when you're just like where you know what the flow you want is. You just kind of want to work out kind of the control points, like the support edges and stuff later. Yeah, when I started, I was using triangles a lot too, just because you kind of had to in a lot of ways. But back then, just because of the polygon limitations. That might be overdoing it. Oh wait, hold on. Something is... That was weird. I was getting some weird feedback. Very different song. Hey Boomba, how's it going? Yeah. Vibing's always good. Yeah, let me know if you hear any static that doesn't seem to be from the music. I haven't had it in a long time since I like uninstalled every possible audio plugin ever. uh, it is a good image to have. Getting falling asleep. That might be a bit too. Is that a? Thank you. Yeah, I'll take a different approach later when I do the final for sure. This is not good topology. Granted, this is probably going to be felt or another fabric. It'll cover up a lot of the problem areas, but I'm kind of surprised it's holding up the shape so well. It looks like we're going to have an ad break in about 30 seconds. Yeah, so if you do have an ad, might be a good time to get up and stretch. Oh, what is going? OBS is really bugging out right now. There we go. Not too big of a fan of how it's doing that. Kind of confused why it's actually. It's kind of funny how it went from too blobby to uh, the exact opposite of having way too much, like holding its shape too well. But I can work on that more later. The whole point of this is proportions. Oh, wow. Maybe that means you won the ad lottery. I guess the other question is, do I do the glasses? I do like the glasses. We'll see if they look too busy, because they should be easy to add. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely, oh, you know what? Will be fun. I have no idea if it'll work. It would depend on how I, set up my, animations. But depending on if they overlap